Hi, my old friend. Hope you all are doing good and stay healthy. And thanking you for watching my this video too. And thanks to all of you for following my channel. I'm making this video for learning purpose or for educational purpose, you can say. Through this video, I discuss about the basic knowledge of moving average in technical analysis. This is the indicator of 10 following indicator which I discuss through this video. For the novice and for the those who know the technical analysis also, they can also watch this video and please watch the full video. I give lots of information through this video about the moving average, and those are new, and that is why I requested to all of you to watch the full video till the end. And till the end I analysis in later part or last part, I in this video I analysis with a chart also. So stay with me at the last, and that is my request. Please watch the full video. Anyway, is the let's start. This is the basic knowledge of moving average in technical analysis. Why we use the moving average? This is the moving average is a trend following indicator, or you can say the lagging indicator, because it is based on past price. We calculate the moving average on the base of the past price, and that is why it's a lagging indicator and it's a trend following indicator. Where the trend is of the price go, the moving average go in that direction. That is why this is the trend following indicator. Moving average is a simple technical analysis tool. Moving average are usually calculated to identify the trend direction of a stock or to determine its support and resistance levels. When we use the moving average, then this also identify the trend direction where the price goes and where the trend is of the stock of the market. That direction moving average goes, and it's also the moving average also is a act as a support levels or act as a resistance levels lots of time. So moving average also a very important tool some of time. Though it's a lagging indicator, but it is also a very important. It's a trend following indicator, and it's also give the support and resistance levels. Price some of time take support at moving average and then rise, and some of time take resistance and at the moving average and then fall again. So support and resistance levels also through moving average we can get. Moving average are totally customized indicator, which means that an investor can freely choose with whatever time frame they want, and they calculating an average. Moving average are a totally customized indicator, means this indicator frequently choose whatever the time frame they want, and they calculated an average. Means if they want the longer time frame moving average, they can use 200 DMA, and they calculate the 200 moving average. If they shorter time frame, they can use the 20 DMA moving average. So the investors or the trader can customize this indicator. They can frequently change the moving average, and they can use the defined time frame through this moving average. This is the another very important things for the moving average. Moving average are one of the most popular and often used technical indicator in the financial market. Everyone knows about the moving average, and when we every novice trader, novice trader in the market, or those who are the beginner of the market beginner of the trader, or we can say those who are the smart trader, they all use the smart moving average. So it is the most popular and often used technical indicator. We all knows about this moving average. In simple word, a moving average is an indicator that shows the average value of a stock price over a period of time, which I discussed earlier also. We can change the moving average like 20 days moving average, 10 days moving average, 50 days moving average, and 200 days moving average. And it is usually plotted along with the closing price. And in the price chart, we can plotted this moving average with the price chart also, with the closing price, you can say, or the bar chart, or within the bar chart, or within the candlesticks chart. We all use in this moving average. And through this mathematical way, we can calculate this 10-day moving average, 20 days moving average, 50 days moving average, and 200 days moving average on closing price. And which how to calculate, I discuss later in next part also. So stay with me still the last video. When calculating a moving average, a mathematical analysis of the stock average value over a predetermined time period is made. As the stock price change, its average price also move up or down. Means if the closing price increasing, like if today closing price is 15, and the next day closing price is 20, and then next day another, for the next to next day closing price is 25, then the price goes up. That is why the moving average valuation is go higher, get the higher, and the moving average goes upward direction, and the average price comes higher and higher. So the moving average goes upward direction like this. And when the price is every day coming down, like 20 first day, then 15 second day, third day, 10, and then 8, then 7, then 5, then the moving average goes down. When we calculate that on the moving average which is going down, then the moving average always come downward, then the moving average goes down also. So the average prices go down, and the moving average also go down, and the moving average also come down also. That is why these things I will show through through chart also. So when calculating a moving average, a mathematical analysis of the stock price, stock average value over a predetermined time period, like 5 days moving average or 10 days moving average. If 10 days moving average regularly increasing, the average price will increase and the moving average also increase. If the closing price going down, then the moving average price also going down, average value coming down. So moving average value is coming down and the slope is coming down and the moving average also coming down. So average price moves ups or downward direction in both, and some of time also choppy direction also come if the price is choppy, trading choppy direction. And go to next. This is the how to create a moving average, which I discussed earlier, like a 10 days moving average, how to calculate the 10 days moving average. The first 15, the first day 15 closing average, closing price, and then price 16 close, second day, third day 15, fourth day 17, fifth day 10, sixth day 21, seventh day 20, eighth day 10, 25, ninth day 27, and 30 is the next day, and the last day 10 days. We add this value and then 206 comes the value, and 206 divided by 10, the moving average, the average value is 10 days is come 20.6. So simple moving average calculating is like that, and the value average value is comes 20.6. So if this regularly the price is increasing, like second day 30, the 11th day 31, then if we add, calculate the 10 days moving average, then 15 will be subtracted and 31 or 30 next 11 days 31 is added. Then 16 to 31 days we again added and divided by 10, then the value is will be may increase 20.60 days, 20.60 value will be come 21. So regularly this type of increasing come, the slope will be up, and like a price closing is if the upward, always the moving average also will be upward direction. This is the simple moving average. If the closing price regularly go down, suppose first day 30, then 27, then 25, then 20, then 21, then 20, then 17, then 15, 16, 15, 14, like that, then the average value also going down regularly, and from 20.6 to 19.16, 19.6 come, then 18.6, then 17.6. This moving the moving average value going down, then the moving average also, simple moving average also going down, like price when the price falls. That is how we moving average calculation is happen. Hopefully you all understand how to calculate the moving average. If any problem arises from your side, please write down in my comment box. I will try to help you. If any problem arises of question arises in yourself, then write down in my comment box. I will try to help you. So hopefully you all clear to all of you that how to calculate the moving average, how the moving average create. This is a simple moving average within price chart. This is the price chart. This is the price go upward direction, and this is the moving average line also go upward direction. If the price is falling, then the moving average also falling. this graph also I will show later. This is the chart. Moving average define trends, and it also, you will see this is the trend also following, this is the uptrend is following, and the moving average also following the uptrend. That is why it's called the trend following indicator also. Hopefully you all understand the why it's called the trend following indicator, because this is the price trend is up and the moving average also following that. That is why it's called the trend following indicator. And you see, moving average determines the trend. Trend three types: uptrend, downtrend, and choppy trend. So uptrend, you will see the moving price is going up and the moving average also going up. Moving average value also going up. So this is the uptrend. The price is following the moving average following the price, and that is why it's a trend following indicator also. And uptrend, price is going up and the moving average also follow that, and moving average also going up, upward direction. Hopefully you all understand. And another thing, in the uptrend, price always above the moving average in the uptrend. Price above the moving average in the uptrend. When the downtrend, the price direction, closing price always lower. Like if close 25, then 15, then 20, then 15, then 14, then 13, then 12, then 8, like that is coming down, and the moving average also going down. So moving average valuation also going down. That is why this the moving average also going down. That is why it's a trend following indicator. Price is also going down and the moving average also going down. That is why it's a trend following indicator. And in downtrend, price below always the moving average, price always in the price chart, price always below from that moving average in the downtrend. In the choppy trend, you all see price moving average hovering in the price. Choppy trend, price stayed in between the moving average and it's regularly lagging the price, the moving average. And price and moving average each other crossing regularly and frequently, you can say. Hope you all understand. And the moving average also determines the trend, because the uptrend is determined through this price, and moving average going down, that is also in the downtrend is happening. That is why also determines the trend and following the trend. And you also, you can say, in the choppy trend, price moving average regularly crossing each other, the price and moving average, and that is why it's choppy trend and price stayed in between the moving average. Hopefully you all understand the three trend, how it is determined by the moving average and why it is following the trend also. And moving average use and types of moving average. You can use the single moving average like that which I earlier in the price in this picture I use the single moving average. You can use the single moving average in the price chart, or you can use the double moving average in the price chart also. When you use the moving average, then one moving average is short-term moving average and another is long-term moving average. Like if we calculate the 10 days moving average, that is, and another moving average, if we calculate the 20 days moving average, is that time 10 days moving average is the short term moving average, and 20 days moving average is the long term moving average here. When we use, and I will show through this in this picture also. So stay with me. When we use double moving average, then moving average crossover is also very important, and it also determines the where to buy or where to sell, and that is also determined, or that is the signal also give through this double moving average crossover. And the buy or sell signal we can get from this double moving average crossover, and it's a trend following indicator also. It will also give the trend, give the trending where the trend is coming. That is also determined through this crossover. And short-term moving average cross long-term, then uptrend, and when long-term moving average cross short-term, then it's a downtrend. And sometimes it's also show the choppy trend also. And regularly, if the short-term and moving average and long-term moving average cross each other, then the choppy trend also happening also. So double moving average also very important in the moving average when we discuss. And it's also the double moving average crossover also give the buy sell signal also, and it's a very important signal give the in the technical analysis. And this is the double moving average use. How we can use this double moving average. This is the 5-day moving average, the blue line, and the red line is the 10-day moving average, and this the black is the price chart. In the uptrend, price is above the moving average, and short-term moving average you will see greater than the 10-day long-term moving average. Shorter term moving average always in the uptrend. Shorter term moving average always higher than the long-term moving average. In uptrend, short-term moving average cross long-term also. You will see here the short-term moving average cross the long-term and is showing the uptrend. Here we can say this in this crossover we can say a buy signal come. This is also a buy signal come. When this crossover happen, it says trend following also, and it's also give the buy signal also. This is a very important thing in the double moving average use. In the downtrend, long-term moving average cross short-term moving average. We'll see long-term moving average cross the short-term moving average, and short-term moving average is below the long-term moving average, and price below all the moving average, and price below all the moving average in the downtrend. This is the, and it's also trend following indicator here also. You can see this is the red line is the 10-day moving average, is the long-term moving average here, and the blue line is the 5-day moving average, and it's a shorter term moving average also. Here 5-day moving average is short-term moving average, and 10-day moving average is the long-term moving average. And in the downtrend, long-term moving average cross the short-term moving average, and the value also shorter time in the downtrend, short-term moving average value will be lesser than the longer time moving average. And in this crossover, it's giving the sell signal, and that is why this moving average crossover is also very important use in the double moving average in the technical analysis, and it's also give the good return. You will see when if we use this sell signal here and the trend is downtrend, we get the best return, and in the when we get the buy signal in the crossover, if the trend is up, we get the best return in the upward uptrend or upward direction. And the choppy trend moving average rapidly cross each other within this price, and it's never give the good return, and suddenly it's changed the direction from in between the moving average. The price always cross each other with the moving average here and never give the good return in the choppy trend. So in the choppy trend, we never trade good in this through this moving average. We use only for the direction. When the trend is up or trend is down, then we can get the maximum return. And why how we use this how we use this to identify this downtrend and uptrend, I will discuss in the later part of this video. So stay with me. How we identify the trend, whether it will be choppy trend or downtrend or uptrend, and in which direction is going the moving average, then we can get the maximum return. That's things I will discuss in the later part of my video. That is why it's saying that please stay with me at the last of the video. Uptrend give good return. You will see if when the crossover is happened, the uptrend, the signal is the buy, and the best return is come. Even in this downtrend, is give the good return. When we sell the when the price cross the moving average and sell signal comes in the downtrend, then we get the good return. Even which I discussed in the double moving average, we also in the crossover also give the good return in the uptrend, and the downtrend crossover also give the good return, which I earlier I discussed also. In the choppy trend, difficult to buy and sell signal. In the small, give some small return if we here buy, and then we get the small return here. When it's sell, we get the small return, and when it's cross again, and we get the very small return. So choppy trend we difficult to buy and sell, and also if we buy or sell in the choppy trend through this moving average, we get the very small return. So how we identify the uptrend and the downtrend, I will discuss in the later part, and how we maximize the profit through this moving average, I will discuss in the later part. How we avoid the choppy trend, I will discuss in the later part. So please stay with me. Moving average never project the future price target. Through this moving average, we never project the future price target. Whether if we buy the if a stock is 30 rupees, we never project that it will go to 100 rupees or 70 rupees or 50 rupees. We never project that future price target, and never predict the future direction. Only it's a trend following indicator, and predict the future direction also not giving some of time, like whether it's going to be choppy trend or which the fall trend is going to be uptrend or is going to downtrend. It's a very difficult to predict, but through some of the practice and some of the use of the how the moving average calculation and moving average slope is giving the us to identify the trend, and it's a trend following indicator. Whether when the trend is up, the moving average goes that direction, and if the trend is go down, then the moving average falls through price. And when the price is in the choppy trend, then the moving average also cross each other in the moving average and price cross each other in the choppy trend. It's a trend following indicator means a price where the price goes up. If that the trend following indicator moving average also go up. If the trend go down means price go down, the moving average also go down. That is why it's a trend following indicator. This means this follow the trend. Moving average also a lagging indicator because it's where the price direction is goes, and through this price past price we calculate this moving average. That is why it's a lagging indicator. Defined time frame of moving average used of different reason, like 20 DMA used for the shorter time frame and short term trend direction indicator, 50 DMA indicator, 50 DMA, 100 DMA, and 200 DMA. This type, the 200 DMA used for the longer time period, 100 DMA also used for the longer time period, 50 DMA for the medium time period. There is a lots of moving average like simple moving average, exponential moving average, and weighted moving average. Generally, we use the simple and exponential moving average in the price chart. I use here all for the basic knowledge. For the basic knowledge, I use the simple moving average here. I discuss all on the basis of a simple moving average through this video. Moving average slope is also very important, and that is the thing I am discussing to all of you. This is a very important thing. This is the moving average slope. A very few technical analysis discuss about this moving average slope. The moving average slope is very important in downtrend and in uptrend. If we find a good slope, then it's a better to trade, and this slope is indicate us that how the trend is strong, and in uptrend is how much it is going to be strong, and how downtrend the slope is indicating us that the slope is a very good and good downtrend. Slope always give us to identify the whether this trend is going to be up or going to be down or going to be choppy. In the choppy trend, it's never give the good slope like upward slope and downward slope. It's always a flattened type of slope come, and then when you get the flattened type of slope in the moving average line, then we can identify that this is going to be a choppy trend. When a sloping of moving average in a direction, when slope of a moving average goes in a direction, that slope gives good return, means the upward direction slope is going to be good return, give the good return, and downward slope is also give the good return and set a trend. That is also give the set a trend of that. How to identify this trend through this moving average, through this slope of the moving average, we can identify this the trend of where this trend is going to be upward direction, go downward direction, or the choppy direction. When moving average slope flatten and change the direction frequently, that never set a direction or not give a good return, only is a choppy trend that time. So how to identify that through this moving average slope that is going to be upward uptrend or downtrend or choppy trend? We get this through this moving average slope. We can get the we identify that whether it's going to be upward or whether it is going to be downward, whether it is going to be sloppy, choppy. Means choppy trends, moving average slope will come a flattened type of and change the direction frequently, like this is. So hopefully you understand, and this is the new new concept and new things you can say. This is the moving average. To this moving average slope, we can identify the trend. Hopefully you all understand, and it's the slope gives the good return, and to identify the good, how to get the where the direction goes, and is it going to be uptrend or going to be downtrend, or whether it's going to be choppy trend. And through this chart I'll show to all of you. This is the upward direction moving average, upward direction price, and these two moving average, shorter time frame and longer time frame moving average, also going upward direction. You can say uptrend, and it's a trend following indicator, price going to be up, and that is why the moving average also going up, and that is why it's a trend following indicator. The slope is also higher. You all see when this slope is indicating the higher, the it's a give the strong upward direction, and it indicates the strong upward and strong uptrend also. So moving average gives the knowledge that is that whether it's a strong upward direction, price is going to be strong upward direction or not. Through this moving average, we can get that we can identify that also. So moving average, I'll go upward direction with upward slope and giving good return and set uptrend. Here short-term moving average greater than the long-term moving average. Here the short-term moving average and greater than the moving average. Another thing I am giving to give the knowledge that when the uptrend is continue in the strong uptrend, then the this moving average gap is also very important. When the strong uptrend is continuing, then this gap is also increasing regularly in between short-term moving average and the long-term moving average, and in the strong upward direction, price always maintain the above the short-term moving average. Here you will see in this chart also showing that also. In the strong upward direction, never flatten the or come the in the it's never reach the short-term moving average maximum time, and it's never come the towards the long-term moving average, and this gap also increasing regularly, and strong upward moving when this strong upward is direction is coming in the up in uptrend, the both moving average gap is also very widened and very strong in regular basis, and this chart also showing that. Hope you all understand. This is the new concept. That is why I say to all of you, please stay with me at the last of the video. In the downtrend, you all see moving average going downward direction, and the price also going downward, and that is why it's a trend following indicator giving good return, and is when it's going down, this gives the good return to us, and said slope is also in a downtrend, and said downtrend and slope in a downward too. Here short-term moving average less than the long-term moving average, And this is the crossover also give good read signal, sell signal here, give the get signal here, and give good return to all of us. Like when it's cross and give the good return, when it's cross and price also go down there and it's give the good return from 190 to 10 levels is come. So if we follow the trend, we get the good return also, and you will see the widen of the is never in the strong downward direction. It's never price never goes towards the long-term moving average, and it's always below the short-term moving average also. And it's never going it's only here also flatten that moving average, but towards that 190 to 30 levels is never cross even that and stay above that shorter term moving average. So it's a give good return, and it's a 10 following indicator also give the good return to all of us. And through this slope and through this gap we can identify it's a strong downward direction, and strong downward downtrend is coming. So hopefully you all understand. So novice traders and those who knew the technical analysis, they can understand how to use the moving average and why it is also very important in technical analysis. Let's go to sideways. In sideways or choppy trend, moving average frequently cross the price, and short-term moving average also cross the long-term, and long-term also moving average cross the short-term frequently, and never set a direction, and and you will see here you never get the direction also. Some direction is there also, but not a create a graph which I discussed in the earlier in the downward and upward direction, or uptrend or downtrend moving average direction, when the trend following indicator is showing that the slope, yeah, never the slope is going strong wise, and you will see the gap of the moving average, both of the moving average gap is very narrow regularly, and that is why it's a never set a trend, and that is why it's a choppy trend. So through this crossover and through the gap of the moving average, we can identify the trend and how the trend is strong or not. Hopefully you all understand. Hope you all understand my friend how to calculate the moving average, why the moving average is so important in the technical analysis, and I discussed the slope of the moving average, why it's very important, and everything I discussed through simple moving average in this through this video. And if anyone's difficult to understand, please write down where you can get that difficult where you get the difficulties, then I can try to help you. And another thing, if you want to join my technical course, you can feel free to join my technical course also. In description box, I give some video like candlesticks on candlesticks, and on support and reason video. For the learning purpose video, I will through that video link I will give in my description box. If you want to watch that video, you can go to description box and go. You get that there's those type of video link, and you can watch that video also to learning purpose. And if anyone wants to join my technical analysis course, you can feel free to join my technical analysis course. You can get the best of the technical analysis course. And if you trade through technical analysis, then you can get the maximum profit in the market. You will not gamble in the market, and you will get the maximum profit in the market through technical analysis on the best of the on through use the technical analysis, and it will be helpful in your entire life. And if you benefited from my analysis and through this video, please do like this video, share with your friends, then I can reach to all of your friends and they can also benefit from my videos. And subscribe my video and press the bell icon to get the instant notification when I uploaded this video, this kind of video. And another thing, please, I requested to all of you, please follow my channel regularly, and then you can get the proof of my analysis. And thanking you to all of you, my friends. Thanking you to all of you again.